I just wanted to take a few minutes and take a more personal approach, hence the video, just to talk a little bit about advocacy efforts and special interest topics that I have personally, both as an administrator as well as a counselor. I know I do serve in a different role now. I'm not necessarily working with students as much individually, but I do support the school counselors in the district and supervise them. So I would start with that. First and foremost, it has been important for me in taking this new role in the current district where I am to make sure that I am advocating for school counselors to have peer supervision, which is often not something that is done in many school systems. So we are working towards that, and it's going very well currently. And I would like to make it a broader district-wide opportunity for all of our counselors. Currently, right now, it's really only something that we can do at the elementary level, just given time and availability. So something that I'm going to continue to work on. In addition, many times counselors in schools are in such a unique, interesting role, and they do not always have the opportunity to be seen as the leaders that they are. And so really trying to continue efforts to support the school counselors that I work with in really asserting that leadership role and making sure that they feel comfortable with that and are able to have people view them as leaders and supporting any type of needs that they might have that might come with that. And in addition, the importance of the self wellness and just continued care that needs to take place as we continue to move into more trials and tribulations with students in this school year. When I talk about specific special interest topics or advocacy that I personally take part in, I've always really viewed and made sure I paid attention to marginalized groups of students. So I know currently one of the things that is very important is the EL population, both in my previous district and the district I'm currently working in, making sure that they are supported and are getting resources, and that teachers and principals and everyone involved understands the importance of their needs. So that's one area. In addition, very passionate about social emotional learning and resilience, which go hand in hand often, and the importance of really incorporating that into our early primary grades in kindergarten, especially in first grade, and then in addition, the resilience piece being that we are often talking a ton about ACEs and what happens with trauma, but we also need to really focus on the resilience piece and take a proactive approach to how we can support. Lastly, trauma-informed care is such an important piece of education currently, especially here in Pennsylvania. We have been mandated by the state to make sure that we train all staff and have them informed about trauma. And while that's an important piece, I also am very passionate about really taking a more proactive approach, and just to the specific topic or title, I guess you should say, instead of using the words trauma-informed care, really looking at it from a different mindset of maybe healing-centered. And there are some other people that are doing work around that area. And so it's just something that I would leave you with, is maybe starting to think about trauma-informed in a different light, and how that kind of automatically starts a label of there's something wrong and what needs to be fixed, instead of maybe a healing-centered approach.